Welcome back. In this tutorial you will learn how to remove unwanted objects from a photo while keeping the result clean and natural. You do not need advanced artificial intelligence features for this workflow. Everything can be done with the tools already available in Photoshop. We will start by removing a large object from the image. Then we will clean smaller distractions. Finally, we will fix any areas that need extra attention so the final image looks realistic. Choose the lasso tool. You can press the letter L on your keyboard or select it from the toolbar. Draw a loose selection around the object you want to remove. Do not trace the edges perfectly. Leave a little extra space around the object. This gives Photoshop enough surrounding information to build a better result. After creating the selection, open the Edit menu. Choose Content-Aware Fill. Photoshop will analyze the surrounding pixels and create a preview. If the preview looks good, click Apply. Then close the Content-Aware Fill workspace. If the result is not perfect, do not worry. We will improve it in the next steps. Sometimes large objects leave behind repeating patterns or blurry areas. That is completely normal. The important goal is to remove most of the object before moving on to the cleanup process. Now let's remove the smaller objects in the background. For details like people, signs, or distant cars, the Remove tool is usually the fastest option. Create a new empty layer. This keeps your edits separate from the original photo. Select the Remove tool from the toolbar. Turn on Sample All Layers. Now paint over each object you want to erase. You can cover several small objects before applying the changes. When everything is selected, press Enter. Photoshop will replace those areas using the surrounding texture. In many cases the result looks clean without any extra work. Zoom in and carefully inspect the image. Small mistakes are much easier to notice at a higher zoom level. Look for blurry textures, repeated patterns, or edges that do not match the rest of the photo. If you find a problem, use the Remove tool again. Work with a small brush. Only paint over the area that needs improvement. Making small corrections usually creates a much more natural result than editing a large area all at once. Sometimes removing a large object can affect another subject nearby. For example, a person's clothing, hair, or body shape. If that happens, use the Object Selection tool. Select the part of the subject that should stay unchanged. Take your time while creating the selection. A clean selection makes the next steps much easier. After selecting the subject, create a layer mask. This protects the important parts of the image while you continue cleaning the background. Now return to the Remove tool. Paint only around the outside edge of the protected subject. Because the layer mask is protecting your selection, you can safely remove unwanted areas without damaging the person. Work slowly around difficult edges, especially around clothing, hair, or detailed shapes. Small brush strokes usually produce the best results. If you notice any repeated textures after using the Remove tool, switch to the Clone Stamp tool. Hold the Alt key on Windows or the Option key on Mac. Click on a clean area to sample it. Then paint over the repeated texture. Use a soft brush for smoother blending. Take new samples often. This helps avoid creating obvious repeating patterns in your image. For tiny imperfections, the Healing Brush tool can work even better. Sample a clean texture first. Then gently paint over the problem area. Photoshop blends the texture and lighting automatically. This tool works especially well on sidewalks, walls, roads, grass, and other textured surfaces. Keep checking your progress by zooming in and zooming back out. When all unwanted objects are gone, hide and show your edited layers. Compare the before and after. This is the easiest way to spot anything you may have missed. If something looks unnatural, go back and make one more small adjustment. Professional-looking edits are usually created through several small improvements, not one perfect edit. The key to realistic object removal is patience. Do not rush. Use the right tool for each situation. Large objects may require several passes, while small distractions can often be removed in seconds. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to recognize which tool will give you the best result. And that is all there is to it. Using these simple Photoshop tools, you can remove distractions, clean busy backgrounds, and create much more professional-looking images. Try this technique on a few different photos. You will quickly become faster and more confident with every project. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to watch my other Photoshop tutorials for more practical editing tips. Good luck! And I will see you in the next video.